Good morning, class. Welcome to Jesus Time today on this Wednesday, which means it will be a drawing day today. Let's begin. This is my Bible. I open it wide and learn about Jesus from the words inside. Luke 11, verse 28. Blessed are those who hear the word of God and obey it. Let's see if we can remember our sign language. Blessed are those who hear the word of God and obey it. Thanks for doing that with me. So we're talking about the donkeys that wandered. Last week we talked about donkeys, and this week we've got more donkeys. So the donkeys wandered. They left home, and the owner of the donkeys didn't know where to find them. So he sent his son to look for them. His son went with one of their servants, one of their helpers. Do you remember that son's name? He was named Saul. So it was Saul's job to take one of the helpers and go find these missing donkeys. And they walked and they walked and they looked and they looked, but they couldn't find the donkeys. So Saul was ready to turn around and go home because he said, well, if we stay gone for too long, my dad's going to start worrying about us instead of the donkeys. But the servant had one more idea. He said, let's go to the man named Samuel, because Samuel is one of God's prophets, and maybe he'll be able to tell us where the donkeys are. So Saul thought that was a good idea to at least try one more time. So they walked and walked until they found Samuel the prophet. Now, Samuel knew that they were coming because God told them that they were coming. So he was ready for them. He was prepared for them. And he said, Saul, you don't have to worry about the donkeys. They've been found. They're back home. But come and eat with me. I've got something special to tell you about. But Saul didn't understand that part because he didn't think he was special to come and have a special meal with Samuel. But that was part of God's plan. So after they had their special meal and they were walking and talking, Samuel told Saul the good news that he was going to be Israel's first king. And he took a little pot of oil and poured it on his head to anoint him. He was anointed with oil to mark him as Israel's very first king. And we're told that the Israelites were really happy about this, and they were really excited to have Saul as their king because he looked like such a strong and smart man, that God chose a very, very good man to be the first king of Israel. And thinking about this morning when I was doing my drawing, it made me think of a song about a king. It's called The King of Love My Shepherd Is. And it's a song that's based on one of my favorite psalms from the Bible, Psalm 23, which is the Good Shepherd Psalm about the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So I'm going to sing the first verse with you here, and then I'll also include the video in the link from the band called Koine. They sing that song beautifully, and they've got a nice video to go with it. So I thought I would share that with you this morning too, and then I will add that to our playlist as well. So here we go. The King of Love My Shepherd Is. The King of Love my shepherd is, whose goodness fails me never. I nothing lack if I am his, and he is mine forever. I just think it's such a beautiful song, and it makes me think of Jesus as my king. I'm kind of like Saul was the first king. So I'm glad you joined me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.